Hello, Eternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. No change in the dynamic of Eternum last night, as all four great houses successfully defend their respective regions. KOTT News were on the scene all night, starting first with the victorious pharmaceutical reps in Weaver's Fen. Congratulations on your victory here tonight in Weaver's Fen and in Restless Shore, defending both simultaneously. Tell us how you were able to manage to pull that off.
You know, when you got good leadership and you got great players to join you and you got great mercs, you can't do nothing but win, you know? It was a fun war. I got to give it to them for pushing us, double-decking us, but, you know, we got to serve it right back to them. I want to give a shout-out to Lindy, though. She's the real #1 star out here. She kept it held down. In Cutlass Keys, we had an invasion at the same time. We had 2 wars.
Can you give us an update on your estranged comrade, Bo?
Man, like I said, free Bo. There hasn't been an update in 8 days, and I really want to spread the word as much as I can. We have to reach out to agents. This is not just about Bo. This is for all of the future players out there in Eternum. This could happen to anybody. So we really got to get this noticed, and we really got to get our man Bo out of it.
Over in Restless Shore, KOTT News caught up with the Archipelago squad leader to get their reactions. Congratulations on your victory here in Restless Shore. I just came from Weaver's Fen, where they excitedly went through their victory. How were you able to hold it off against them with only 40?
Honestly, really happy with our Merc squad that we picked up from Globo Gym, so huge shout out to them. But all of our members came together, worked really hard today, and got the dub as a whole organization.
Was there anybody out there individually that you might want to highlight tonight?
Honestly, I want to highlight Lindy for holding CK tonight while the rest of our company was trying to hold territories. Lindy did an absolute fantastic job for our company since day one. Just want to shout her out.
And is there anything else you might want to say to the citizens of Eternum while you have this opportunity? Feel please.
Absolutely, while we have this spotlight here. As you have said multiple times, John, free Bo. It is our one and only mission on this server at the moment.
Have you been able to get word or letters back and forth? Is spirit still high, trying to keep them encouraged through this endeavor?
I've talked to Bo today. He reached out he got a new passport, tried to get it through customs again, but it's still being stonewalled. He's trying his absolute best at the moment, but as of yet, we are still stuck at customs.
The defeated forces of Thrust Damage were on their way to review film when company leadership paused to give us a few words. Took 30 minutes, but they were able to hold off. Would you care to take us through what strategies you tried to utilize out there that were unsuccessful?
Yeah, it's pretty solid. It's kind of just big main ball fight. We had a couple of guys on muskets trying to suppress theirs, but we tried rotating through the back ramparts a little bit to pull them off point and try and hit their back line to relieve some pressure for our point group, but they did a really good job rotating, and props to them. They did an awesome job fielding 2 armies tonight and successfully defending, so that's awesome. It was a good war, though.
In the nightcap, Strawberry forces stopped to speak with us before retiring to the hot springs. Congratulations on your victory here in Ebonscale, keeping the forces of Dodgers at bay yet again. Would you care to take us through how it went down out there?
Well, we're used to everybody coming out to B, but they hit us with a little trickery and hit C and wrapped around to B. Kept B, but we didn't really worry too much. It's kind of lightweight, you know?
Oh, I hear you. Well, was there anybody on your team whose efforts really stood out tonight?
Yeah, my boy Voltaire, he held it down on C point. He's a soldier. We like to see that.
Well, you guys got anything going on out here in Ebonscale anytime soon? Want the citizens of Eternum to know about?
I mean, the people of the community of Ebonscale like to do, you know, like they like their karaoke nights, you know, play some music. I hope people come by, buy some stuff, go enjoy our beautiful pond down below us, enjoy the hot tub in the inn, and have a good time.
JDB's Kitchen leadership calling it a night early after their victory, but have set mission boards and town buffs for the region. Turning to the weather, and today it looks like the sun will dip in from the north before heading back out of sight. Then be on the lookout for a 30% chance of corruption invasion forces rising up across the island. 3 lineup submissions for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it's cardboard. First up, the Syndicate forces of Strawberry attack the Marauders of Context for Crown and Kingdom. of the western Monarch's Bluff. Syndicate forces all warmed up after their skirmish with the Dodgers last night in Ebonscale. They hit the hot springs immediately after and are refreshed for a fight. The forces of Context receiving the delegation to the castle with a fully determined group of marauders. They're well trained and prepared to defend the monarchy. Later, the Syndicate Serpents of Globogem assault the Covenant forces of Error.pxp for control of the forward observation post of Morningdale. Globogem are here to tell you, you don't have to be stuck with what you got, and their group of personal alteration specialists are coming to make a change. Error.pxp forces have only recently settled into their role of religious rulers of the region, but they're ready and able to protect their sacred land abutting the Death Wall. In the nightcap, the Zealots of Outcast assail the Marauders of D-Tier Dodgers for control of the master fishing port town of Reekwater. Outcast forces have already captured and lost a region on the island, so they know what victory tastes like, and they're hungry for more. D-Tier Dodgers have been taking advantage of the early spring, but they'll step away from their prawn fishing to compete in high combat. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.